Good morning, everyone. I'm going to try something a little new today, but some of you may know the vision when I created Goliath back in 2017 was really to hopefully find the next high-grade gold discovery in the Golden Triangle in Canada that would actually move the needle. And based on what we have drilled to date, I think we're definitely on track with that coming true. Keeping our lawyers happy here. Here's the forward-looking statement. By the way, Quentin, I think average age for our team is kind of mid-30s. And we do actually sponsor 2 students from the Colorado School of Mines, PhD, as well as a master's. So thanks to Quentin and his recommendation. Again, our story is pretty simple. This is a grassroots project. It had never been drilled before. Because it was covered under glacier permanent snowpack. We were the first group to come along, sample, drill it, and we've got a 100% hit rate on every hole within a very large area, 1.8 square kilometers. What we have is a series of stacked veins. We've got 5 main zones, a total of 49 veins, kind of stretching over 1.2 kilometers. Everything does remain open laterally as well as depth. We just completed, or 2025 anyhow, a 64,300 meter drill program, 9 rigs in 3 months. Probably the largest drill program of its kind, I'm thinking, in the world, just because of the topography. 5 helicopter pilots and a camp at a Kitsault there with about 140 people. It's remarkable, again, 100% hit rate, again, just because of the stacked nature of the loads. And we've been blessed with a lot of visible gold to the naked eye. Pretty much every hole has gold in it, which bodes well when you're sending stuff off to the assay lab. You kind of figure this stuff's going to run. We've also done some early met work. Again, thanks to Quinn and his recommendation. We're getting a 92.2% recovery at a 327 micron crush, so fairly coarse grade, kind of the size of beach. You see sand on the beach. Within that, we're getting almost 50% of that free gold from gravity alone. So no deleterious material, no cyanide required to extract the gold. Literally half the gold is falling out of the host rock. If you come by our booth, we actually have one nugget there. Actually, it ran 21 ounces gold, pretty remarkable. Been able to raise quite a bit of money here the last 3 years, over 95 million. Market cap just sub $500 million Canadian, 345 US. We know Canada, BC, mining-friendly jurisdiction, First Nations, pro-mining, pro-business. And we do have lots of infrastructure close by, old mining town, mining camp, and site that sits basically a brownfield, the old moly mine there. And we all know the tier 1 miners, they all need to fill up their boots because every ounce they're taking out of the ground, they need to replace. So we clearly think that we'll fit that bill for them. Managed to attract some key strategic shareholders. Obviously, Rob McEwen, we talked about MUX. McEwen Inc. is a shareholder. Got a good story there. I did a private placement with Rob's company last year at $11.50 Canadian. I think that stock's now trading like 36 bucks today. So we've had a massive, massive pass for our shareholders. Non-dilutive, mind you, as well. Quentin has been an advisor to the company since December 2020 when we showed him a bunch of channel cuts. Back in the day, he knew the significance of it, and ultimately Crescat became one of our larger shareholders in early days. Shortly thereafter, he was talking to Eric Sprott. And Eric came along, again, before we drilled. Eric's currently a shareholder as well. So with that, we have Wartalk Capital Advisors out of Toronto, about a $4 billion fund. Obviously, McEwen Inc. have a global commodity group out of Singapore. Obviously, Rob McEwen owns the stock personally. Eric Sprott, Larry Childress. As you can see, our volume close to 200 million shares in the last 52 weeks, high at 354. Currently trading at, I think, 270 something rather today. And research, Stifel and Zacks, watch list by Beacon. Stifel's target is 5 Canadian, Zacks is north of $6 US. Management of the team, we've got close to 20% of the company on a partially diluted basis. Quickly, location, we're in the southeastern tip of the Golden Triangle. We sit on Tidewater. Again, close to power. We got the town of Kitsault, the old mine site there as well, so almost like a turnkey type of situation. Closest neighbor would be Dolly Varden, Sean's company, who's also doing a great job. Of high note here, we got to talk about some of the holes. We actually had the 15th best intercept in the world, according to Northern Miner. Basically ran 1 ounce, actually 34 grams, over 39 meters, so 1,346 gram meter hole. which is pretty incredible. And here's the new part I'm just going to show you. I think the best way is to give you a nice visual idea of what's going on.
Assay results from the recently completed 64,364-meter drill program at the Sherbet Discovery has significantly expanded the extent of the high-grade gold mineralization. The updated model from the Sherbet system consists of 5 extensive stacked mineralized zones comprising 46 gold-rich lodes as well as dikes, all of which remain open for expansion. 100% of the drill holes completed to date have all intersected gold mineralization. 355 out of 386, or 92% of the holes drilled to date contain visible gold to the naked eye. The fully funded 2026 drill program will focus on expanding the 5 zones of gold mineralization and building a resource and vectoring in on the mother lode causative source of this extensive high-grade gold system. The Bonanza Zone has a strike of 1.8 kilometers northwest to southeast and 1.1 kilometers northeast to southwest, remains open for expansion, and contains 5 lodes up to 19 meters thick with a combined lode thickness of up to 27 meters and grades up to 13.53 grams per ton gold equivalent over 11 meters. The Sherbet Zone has a strike of 1.2 kilometers northwest to southeast and 930 meters northeast to southwest, remains open for expansion, and contains 9 lodes up to 19 meters thick with a combined lode thickness of up to 30 meters and grades up to 21.08 grams per ton gold equivalent over 23 meters. The Golden Gate Zone has a strike of 1.3 kilometers east to west and 820 meters north to south, remains open for expansion, and contains 18 lodes up to 14 meters thick with a combined lode thickness of up to 49 meters with grades up to 34.52 grams per ton gold equivalent over 39 meters. The Whopper Zone has a strike of 800 meters north to south and 450 meters east to west, remains open for expansion, and contains 12 lodes up to 6 meters thick with a combined lode thickness of up to 30 meters and grades up to 32.67 grams per ton gold equivalent over 4 meters. The El Dorado Zone has a strike of 680 meters east to west and 700 meters north to south, remains open for expansion, and contains 12 lodes up to 5 meters thick with a combined lode thickness of up to 7 meters and grades up to 7.9 grams per ton gold equivalent over 7.15 meters. The gold-rich dikes extend for up to 1.4 kilometers north to south and a vertical relief of up to 890 meters with a width up to 25 meters and grades up to 12.03 grams per ton gold equivalent over 10 meters. The remarkable continuity, width, and grades demonstrated by drilling in multiple lodes shows this extensive 1.8 square kilometer gold system is quickly becoming one of the most significant gold discoveries in British Columbia's Golden Triangle in many years.
If anyone has any questions, what have you, this video is actually on our YouTube channel if you want to take another look at it. Actually, we have quite a few videos that give you a lot of detail as to what we've been doing for the last, since 2021, the bait and drill program. Again, we've got close to $60 million in our treasury. We were fully funded for another aggressive drill program. Will it be 64,000 meters? Hard to say, but currently we've got 7 rigs teed up, probably mobilize May, start drilling June, and of note, catalyst near term, we have 110 holes from last year. Assays pending, gold equivalent numbers. We're still waiting on the multi-element. We have released the, oh, lots of silver, no. Yeah, so we'll have our silver, copper, lead, zinc numbers as well. So we expect to see a nice little bump here in the current assays that we've already published. And again, if anyone is interested in more information, come by the booth. We've got lots of hats if you're a ball cap kind of person. And thank you very much.